is visible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So in last
ma'am.
class, yes. So in last class we have understand what is the limitation of statistics. So in this class we have understand branches of statistics. So in the statistics, the study of statistics have a two major branch. First, it is known as the descriptive statistics, and second, it is known as the inferential statistics. So this is also known as the statistical inference. So first is descriptive statistics, second is statistical inference. Now what is the meaning of this? So first, what is descriptive statistics? So in descriptive statistics, we involve the how to organize the data, how to summarize the data and display of data. So it is the part of descriptive statistics, and in statistical inference and inferential statistics involve using a sample to draw conclusion about a population. हम यहाँ पे जो डिस्क्रिप्टिव स्टैटिस्टिक्स है, हम यहाँ पे जितना भी पॉपुलेशन है वो ले लेते हैं, whatever population we have, whatever means it is not fixed. But in this statistics, second type of statistics, second type of branch, we have always means हम तभी population, जो भी whatever population we have, उस population में we have take some part. It is known as a sample. जो भी हमारी decision होती है, जो भी हम conclusion whatever we have made, so we have only the basis of on the basis of sample की basis पे ही हम whatever conclusion, whatever analysis we have done. So always it is based on sample. Sorry, it is always based on sample. So in descriptive statistics, so what is the use of descriptive statistics? Sorry, the use of descriptive statistics, it is this. So in this type of statistics, it is used, जो भी data आपके पास है, whatever data you have, it is used the data to provide description of the population in a summarized way, like graph, table, numerical calculation, whatever. जो in descriptive statistics, what is this? हम जो भी हमें data provide किया जाता है, data to provide description of the population. हम descriptive statistics में just give description of the population. कैसे हम describe करते हैं? Maybe in a graph, maybe numerical calculation, maybe in table format. So it is a descriptive statistics. So descriptive statistics deal with the processing of data without attempting to draw any inference from it. Means हम descriptive statistics में we are not taking any sample. So data present in the form of table. Maybe data अपना जो present हो रहा है table में present करेंगे. Maybe graph. So the characteristic of data are described in simple terms. Okay, the events that are deal with include a day happening such as accidents, price of goods, business, economics, sports data, population data. It is the type of the descriptive statistics. Descriptive data means in always remember descriptive statistics में always हम population का बात करते हैं. Population, तो how can we arrange, how can we summarize the population in a graph, in a table? It is a descriptive statistic. Then what is the second type is statistical inference. In this type, it is used a random sample. What is it is used? It is used a random sample. यहाँ पे लिखा है ना, it is involved sample. So it is always used a random sample of data taken from the population to describe and make inference about the population. जो भी whatever population we have, उस population के बारे में we have assumption हम बनाते statistical inference में. अपने according we have create hypothetical population, hypothetical statement. तो वो assumption हम we have create, assumption जो भी whatever we have make, जो भी assumption हम बनाते हैं उसको proof करने के लिए, उस स्टेटमेंट को प्रूव करने के लिए we take the sample from the population. उस सैंपल पे हम सारा एनालिसिस करते हैं. So statistical inference, it is use a random sample of data taken from the population to describe and make inference about the population. Okay, so in this, it is the statistical inference. It is a scientific discipline that is used mathematical tool to make a forecast. It is used in forecast, projection by analysis the given data. This is use of people employing such a field as engineering, economics, biology, sociology science, social science, business, agriculture, and communication. In every field, we have used statistical inference also. So descriptive statistics, it is used the data, ये data to use statistic to provide a description of the population, means population का mean कितना, mode कितना, median, variance. It is the descriptive statistic. So it is use the data to provide description of the population in a summarized way through graph, through numerical calculation, through tables, etc. Or in statistical inference, it is use the random sample of data. Here we are not using the population. Here we use the random sample of data taken from the population to describe and make inference about the population. So statistical inference में हमारे पास population होता है. उस population की population, whatever population we have, हम एक कोई भी statement, journal statement बना देते हैं. The height of Indian male is 5.6. अगर I am saying the statement, it is the height of Indian male, it is 5.6. Okay, so ये जो statement whatever I give, जो statement मैंने given दिया अभी, this statement to verify कैसे करूँ? The Indian height, अरे 126 करोड़ population है, उसमें Indian male कितने हैं? Almost 50% is male and 50%, almost 50% it is female. So इस 50% data तो मैं भाई, it is not possible by anyone. So we take some sample कि थोड़ा राजस्थान से ले लिया, थोड़ा मिजोरम से ले लिया, थोड़ा वेस्ट बंगाल डेटा वहां से ले लिया. So we have take some sample of this and we verify our statement. जो भी statement मैंने I have given, I'm just verify on the basis of sample. Yes, student, any question? Yes, any question? It is clear branch
No,
of
ma'am.
statistics. Yes, so it is clear branch of statistics. So in statistics, we have a two branch. First is the descriptive statistics. Second is the inferential statistics. So it is also known as the statistical inference. And in descriptive statistics, we provide the description. In descriptive, जो आपका नियम है statistics descriptive, it is describe the population, describe of the description, it is give the description of the population in a summarized with through cases given, through graph, through numerical values, through table, etc. और statistical inference में what is we have done, हमारे पास जो भी population होता है उस पर we have make one statement. तो उस statement को verify करने के लिए what is statement we have, तो उसको verify करने के लिए we have take some sample, then we have calculate all the calculation, we have applied all the statistical tool on the sample values. So it is the statistical inference. Yes, it is clear. It is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then next we have understand what is the census and sample. I think by name it is clear to all of you. What is the meaning of census? So census means when data is to be collected from each member of the population. It is known as the census survey. Census in India में जो convert होता है, it is only one type of survey कि जहाँ पे हम we have collect data from each member of the population. जो भी one member है ना, each member of the population in India, उसका सबका data we have collect. So it is census. उस data में से हम कुछ part ले ले, we have take some part from the population. It is known as the sample survey. So here it is our target population. It is our population. So in this population we have take some part. We have take only this part. So it is our sample. So in India, it is census is always conducted in each and every 10 years. But here it is the meaning of census is when we have collect the data फ्रॉम ईच मेंबर ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन, जो भी जितना भी पॉपुलेशन है, जो भी हमारा स्टडी वेरिएबल है, वॉट एवर हमारा टारगेट वेरिएबल स्टडी वेरिएबल वी हैव, और उसके ईच एंड एवरी मेंबर जितना भी उस सबसे हम डेटा कलेक्ट करता है, देन इट इज नोन एज अ सेंसस सर्वे, एंड वी हैव टेक सम पार्ट ऑफ फ्रॉम दिस data, then it is known as a sample survey. Suppose in the university, for example in university, if we are take the height of each member, height of each student, then it is known as the census. But if we have take the sample, means अगर हमारे पास 1500 student है, so we have take only 30, 40, 50, 500 from this population, then it is known as the sample. Yes, it is clear what is the census and what is the sample.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so it is clear. Census.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the, so which one is good? Census and sample. So the when we want the accurate result, जब हम लोगों को accurate result चाहिए कि हमें error नहीं चाहिए, then we have used census. But many disadvantages of census is that high cost. When we collect the data on census, हम data पर जब census पे data मतलब हम सारा population when we have cover, we want to cover, तो कॉस्ट ज्यादा चाहिए, नंबर ऑफ पीपल हमें बहुत चाहिए, नंबर ऑफ पीपल इट इज इंक्रीज, टाइम हमें ऑल्सो टाइम चाहिए इसके लिए. सो सेंसस सम एडवांटेज ऑफ सेंसस इज दिस, इट इज एरर फ्री, मींस इसमें कोई एरर नहीं आएगा. व्हाई इट इज एरर फ्री? इसमें हम बिकॉज वी हैव कवर ऑल द पॉपुलेशन, हम सारे पॉपुलेशन ईच मेंबर ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन के पास मैनुअली जाके वॉट है, तो वी हैव कलेक्ट डेटा. सो सेंसस में एरर नहीं होता है व्हेन वी हैव कलेक्ट द डेटा, तो इट इज नॉट अ बायस, इट इज नॉट एरर फ्री. बट इन सैंपल, तो वी हैव कलेक्ट द सैंपल ऑफ सपोज इन दिस पॉपुलेशन, ये यहाँ पर जो डायग्राम आया में, सो वी हैव कलेक्ट ओनली टेक द 4 सैंपल. देन व्हाट अबाउट दिस? सो always remember student, when you are taking the sample from the population, you are taking the sample from the population, it should be, जो भी आप sample ले रहे हैं, it should be fully representative of the population. जो भी आपका population उसका fully representative करना चाहिए. Otherwise आपका जो भी whatever result you have got, जो भी result आपको मिलेगा, bias हो सकता है, error है उसमें, आप नहीं कह सकते इट इज राइट. जो भी आपने कैलकुलेशन किया, यू आर अनेबल टू से एनीथिंग अबाउट दिस. आपने ले लिया, then you are say that it is the height of, suppose it is the height of this male person, the height of this person, height of all this person, you are taking only 4 member. So here we say that कि सबका height same ही दिख रहा है, तो it is okay कि we have taken only 4 person, तो it is represent our data, our population. So always remember student, when you are taking sample, so sample it always should be fully representative of the population. वो हमारी population को fully represent करना चाहिए कि हाँ it is okay. And in sample it have more error, यहाँ पर error बहुत ज्यादा होता है, जो भी because we have taken only the some part of the population. So in sample have a sampling error, it is there. So when increase the sample size, जैसे जैसे हम sample size increase करते जाते हैं, वैसे वैसे our sampling error it is decrease. So in sample we have a one type of error, sampling error it is there. So when we increase the sample, when we increase the size of the sample, suppose यहाँ पे मैंने 4 लिया है, यहाँ पर जो error आएगी, when we have taken the 4, many 4 all have taken the total number of 8, suppose I am taking here, so the error is decrease as compared to 4. So when we increase the sample size, then our sampling error is decrease. So in census error it is not there. Why it is not there? क्योंकि यहाँ पे हम we have take each and every member of the population, but in sample we have take only the few part of the population. So in sample we have some error there. When we increase the sample size, then sampling error is decrease. Yes, student, you have any question? Yes, you are understand what is the census and what is the sample and what is which one is good. सेंसस सेंसस में क्या होता है, हमें एक सेंसस के लिए मेन इंपॉर्टेंट है टाइम चाहिए, हमें जो भी पर्सन हमारा डेटा कलेक्ट करे वो प्रोफेशनल्स होने चाहिए, गुड होने एंड एक्सपीरियंस पर्सन होने चाहिए, हमें टाइम मोर चाहिए, पोस्ट चाहिए, नंबर ऑफ पीपल मोर जो हमारा डेटा कलेक्ट कर सके, बट इट इज मोर एक्यूरेट देन द सैंपल। जो भी हम सेंसस से डेटा कलेक्ट करते हैं इट इज मोर एक्यूरेट, बट census have some disadvantage. It is not possible, sometimes it is not possible when we have collect the each and every member, we can collect the data on each and every member of the population. It is sometimes most of time it is not possible to we have collect the data on each and every member of the population, we have cover all this population, it is not possible. So in such condition we have used sample, but when you are take the sample, so always remember student, sample is always the fully represented, आपकी population को fully represent कर रहा हो, then it is a good sample, then have a minimum error and then have a minimum bias in the samples whatever sample you have collect. So yes, it is clear branch of statistics and census and sample. Yes student, it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any question? Yes, any question? Vinay, Pritam, Pravesh, Naveen, Divya, Chandan, Anik. Any question?
No, ma'am.
Any doubt? No.
No, ma'am.
Any doubt? Okay, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
So all of you understand what is sample and what is the census and what is the difference between census and sample?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have covered introduction to statistics, means what is the importance of statistics. First of all, why we have studied the statistics, what is the importance of statistics, function of statistics, limitation of statistics, branch of statistics, census and sample, what is the census and sample in statistics. We have covered the basic introduction to statistics. Okay, so in next class we have start the descriptive statistics. So this descriptive statistics, whatever we have covered, means which measure we have calculate, like measure of central tendency, measure of dispersion, movements. First of all we understand what is the frequency, what is the data, how to present the data in table and graph, types of graph like bar graph, histogram, pie chart. So we have understood all these things in next class. So first of all, we understand what is the data and what is the presentation of data in next class. So you know what is the data, yes student? You have any idea about what is the data? Rough definition, any data about data? Yes, anyone can give the definition of data? हम किसको डेटा बोल सकते हैं, बस ये बता दीजिए आप लोग. Anyone? Yes. Yes, what is data? Anik, please, what is data? Anik Shah?
Information.
Yes, information, right? आपके पास जो भी information you have, it is the one type of data. Suppose here number of the student in this class right now, it is the one type of data. Number of student is absent in this class, it is the second type of data. And number of student is active in this class, it is the third number of data. So whatever information we have, it is the what kind of information you have, just जो आपके पास information is the data, it is a data. So what is data? Data is just a information. So in next class we have understand what is the data, how to present the data in table and graph, and what is the frequency distribution, what is frequency distribution, then how to calculate upper class, lower class, what is the class center. We have covered all these things in next class. Yes, student. Any doubt?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, बोलिए. No doubt. Yeah, yes.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay.